Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of Julie and Friends. I am so excited for you to meet my friend Rhonda Wade and for you to meet my friend Lauren Urbonas. We're going to be here for the next 3 Thursdays, and you are going to do what you know how to do best. You are going to watch 3 videos, you're going to vote for the one that you like the best, and then we'll know Sunday night who the winner is. So I am excited. Every month I will have 2 new friends, and we are going to have a blast. So, do we have a theme? We do. This week, and we'll change it up. This week, the theme is a sketch challenge, and we are focusing on, sketch number 1. Sketch number 1 in the occasions catalog. We are also a double theme. What? A double theme focusing on Valentines. Now, you know Valentines. Valentines is love, right? So maybe the card is Valentine-y. Maybe the card is love. We'll have to watch and see. I'm going to show you my card now. Look at that. It's a fun fold. I love it. And I'm going to show you how to do it. So you know the drill. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your fun. No, that's the wrong drill. Sit back, relax, and watch my video. And then watch Ronda and Lauren's as well. See you in a second. All right, here we are, episode 1 of Julie and Friends. I'm so excited to stamp with my friends for the rest of this month. All right, so this is called a flip-flap card. I know there's other types of flip-flap cards, but this is the one I learned how to do. So you have this and bink. Isn't that cute? Bink, bink. So I'm going to show you guys how to make it. I learned this from watching a video that Karen Titus did. So there you go. Thank you, Karen. So I am starting off with a piece of old olive. I have cut it to 8.5 by 5.5, scored or folded, scoring if you're being fancy, at 4 1/4, and then score it at 1 1/4. So you'll fold it this way, and then you'll fold it back. I will take my trusty bone folder, get my creases nice and crisp, and I'll be ready to go. Because here's the thing. This is a super, super easy, fun fold. I think you guys will like it. I think you'll enjoy it. So here's what we're doing. The theme is Valentines. Now, you may look at my card and be like, Salva, that's not really Valentine-y. Excuse me, I beg to differ. What does this say? Somebody loves you. Somebody loves you. So it absolutely is going to be a perfect Valentine-y theme for a friend who's just had a new baby. So I'm multitasking there, multitasking. So let me show you how I made it. So I've done the scoring, I've done the folding. Now I have cut using Basic Beige, love Basic Beige. And I've die cut using the Stylish Shapes dies 2 Basic Beige circles. Largest circle, okay? That's the one I'm doing. So here's what you're gonna do. You're going to take the circle that's going to be the flap on the front, position it where you want it to be, and then, because you're going to have to cut a little bit off of this flap because you don't want this part to show. So what I'm doing is just taking a pencil, okay, and kind of just putting a little tick mark there and a little tick mark there. So really the tick marks are underneath where the circle would be because, again, don't want that flap to show. You can see where I've put them right there. Doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be fancy. All right. In fact, so not perfect and so not fancy that I'm going to go on and use my scissors. I could use my trimmer if I wanted to on the score line. You know, if you're somebody that you're like, oh my gosh, I love a perfect cut, then maybe you want to do that. And honestly, in looking at this, I think I want to do it. So, and plus it's easy. You know, that's one of the benefits of our Stampin' Trimmer, is that it has these little lines. That's my scoring blade. I don't need it. On the cutting blade, like right there. So you can see exactly how far down you're cutting. So yeah, that's going to look way better. Excellent decision, Julie Salva. Excellent decision. Okay. So trim that down, cut off, trim that down, cut off. Yeah, I would definitely recommend using your trimmer for this part. So do that. So see what I have now? Now I have this little flap here. And when, get rid of that. When I put this right here, when I put the circle there, what happens is that flap is going to hold that right there. So hence the flip, the flap, the flip flap. See how we go here? Now, I have done so much work recently, so much work with this, the Storybook Friends Suite. I've done a ton of it because, you know, if you're on my email list, I have a creative escape coming up that I have co-designed with my friend Deborah Harrison, who is, oh my gosh, so talented. I am so excited that she said that she would let me work with her. Like, let me work with her is exactly the right phrase too, because she's just a star. So I have a limited quantity of this paper left, but I love it so much. And I've been dying to use these little English houses, like the Cotswolds is what I think of when I look at those. I mean, it just makes me happy. So what I'm done is I have cut this piece down to, I should have written this down. This is why I have a ruler here, right? Cut this piece down to, let me see. Like, Julie, it doesn't help you to have a ruler if you don't know how to work a ruler. Okay, thank you. I've cut it down to 2 3/4, okay, which I had actually already done, by 5 1/4. Okay, so the front piece is going to be 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. I just love this vintage look. And the Creative Escape, oh my gosh, it's amazing. So 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to adhere that down. You could do this with any paper that you wanted to, but like I said, I've just been using so much of this that I want to keep going with it, because I'm telling you, the potential and the beauty that it does, and it's just so easy. So there we go. So I've got that. All right. Then on my inside, I'm going to take this bunny piece. Okay. And I've cut this just to 4 by 5 1/4. So let me go on and adhere that in here. Now you may be like, Julie, did you just pull that out of your sample? I certainly did, because this is the only piece of bunny paper in this size that I have left. Why is, look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's kind of crooked right there. You know what? I don't like it. I'm going to pull it up. Are you guys scared to pull up your paper once you get it adhered down? I don't want you to be, okay? Because honestly, as somebody who pulls paper up on the regular, it is very simple to just gently pull it up and put it back down. You're gonna be fine. So one day I would encourage you, just put your paper down and pull it back up, just to show yourself that you can do that. So a funny story. One day when Matt, who is 28 now, but when Matt was in kindergarten, you know how you get your cards pulled, you know, like the behavior thing, you get a card pulled sometimes. Well, he was so nervous about getting a card pulled that we had to get the teacher, we had to tell her, pull a card. He has to have a card pulled so he can see that this isn't such a big deal. And so that's the same advice I'm giving you. Pull your paper up. Okay, so that's that. It's going like this. Now, right now you're like, Julie, it's naked on the inside. Well, so it is. So on my sample, I used this beautiful like boho blue with the strawberries. Love it. But I didn't have another piece left because, again, I've done so much design work with it. So what I did in this Storybook Friends Suite, there's this really cool piece of paper like this. And look at what it has. I mean, it has all of these pre-printed frames. I love those ducks. Love them. In fact, let me show you something. Okay, sneak peek. Let me show you what I did with those ducks. This is for the Creative Escape that I'm doing with Deborah. Look at that. It's just super easy. Oh, my Post-it note. That's how I hold it down when I'm taking pictures. But just a super easy fold. But it's just, I mean, it's beautiful, right? So that's actually, surprise, that's one of the projects that you'll be making. But anyway, so I love this. I love these options. And then, of course, on the back, you would have just the olive green, great pattern there. So since I didn't have any more of the boho blue, I cut this piece out of the multifaceted 12 by 12 sheet. And I'm going to just mount that on some basic beige, and I'll put that inside that little fold. Now you may be like, Julie, I'd like to use a little bit wider piece, and you 100% could. I just, I got to use what I have left. So this is 2 by 5. The DSP is 2 by 5. And then the basic white is 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And that's just going to go in right here. So when you open up the card, you've got that visual interest too. Okay. And see, you guys know I love mixing patterns. Love it. And the colors just all kind of blend. So again, so we're here. You're like, all right, show me more, Salva. I'm intrigued. Show me more. Okay. So let me refer you back to the sketch. And I showed it to you in the intro, but let me refer you back to the sketch. So we're doing sketch 1. So I've got a focal point. I've got that little strip. And then I have another little focal point there. So I want you to see that. All right. Because let me show you what I got going here. So big focal point is going to go right here. I'm going to take this little strip of the Timeless Plaid. It was out of stock, but it's back. Super excited. My card club gets to use it this month. Do you want to see a sneak of one of the card club projects? I'll show you. I like that one. That uses the Storybook Garden Patch. It's just a simple card, but I love this Timeless Plaid. So I'm just going to use a little strip, and I'm probably going to trim it down, but I'm not quite sure yet what size I wanted it to be. But I know that the sketch had this accent paper here, so I'll put that just there like so. Looks like I have some adhesive here. Wait a minute, what is happening? There we go. All right, but then I want to make my focal point fun and interesting. So pay attention to this because I think you guys are really going to like it. So I'm taking the clay pot, terracotta pot. It's actually a stack of terracotta pots. This is from the Storybook Garden Patch. Look how pretty that stamps. Used early espresso. That's the fun thing about this creative escape is that the only ink pad we're using is early espresso. So that's a good win for you. And then using the coordinating dies, cut. Magic, boom. I've got my stack of terracotta pots there. So that, I'm just going to kind of lay it. In fact, for that matter, I'm going to kind of lay the whole thing here as I position. Yeah, clearly I'm cutting off some of that. So my clay pot's going to go there. And then I was playing around, and I want you to see these are all the pieces I have left after designing 5, 6, 7 projects for this creative escape. So, yeah, so that's a lot. But I wanted to do the somebody. I love the sentiment that somebody loves you. For that matter, I'm going to go on and stamp that so I kind of know with my positioning where I'm going to place everything else. Again, back to early espresso. Somebody loves you. And so, of course, I wanted to use the bunny paper, right? That just makes sense. And I'm going to angle it there. Perfect. That's the fun thing about using circles, that it's always perfect because you can just turn the circle to get it straight. So, all right, so I've got that there. I've got my little strip. I'm going to pull it off for a minute until I get this up here. Okay, so I'm going to go on and adhere that. Now, you can use Stampin' Seal for this part, which I would, because, well, I am, because this is where the card opens, and so there's going to be a lot of scrap manipulation of the card right there. So I want this to stay good and sealed. Okay, now you see how we're going here. While I'm at it, I'm going to go on and take my second circle, and I'll go on and I can use the Seal Plus for that, just because it's here. Well, this is actually the Stampin' Seal. Okay, and I'm going to line it up with this one so you don't see it. Boom, boom. Good. Okay, look. Flap. See how we're coming together now? We're cooking. Okay, let's put this bad boy together. So I'm going to lay this down here, and I'm going to trim it down. Like I said, I cut it to 1/2 inch by 4 because I wasn't really sure how long I wanted it to be, but yeah, I think that's pretty good. Let me put a piece right here. There we go. Yeah, there we go. All right, so I've got that. Now I'm going to take my terracotta pot, and that is going to go right here. So again, remember, the strip right? The focal point, the strip, and another focal point. This is what I have. But who wants an empty terracotta pot? Not me, not me. If only I had another rabbit left from all of these things. Can you believe I've used all the rabbits? I don't. I have ducks and squirrels and also mice, but I don't have a rabbit. However, I don't know if you know this or not. Get ready, if you didn't know it, for your mind to be blown. Mind blown. So this is the rabbit paper that I was using. Okay, you can see the strawberries on the back. Did you know that there are 4 dies that match the paper? So you can die cut that little guy. So cute, right? You can die cut, and again, I'm just pulling out my scraps for y'all to see this. You can die cut this very handsome bunny, very debonair and suave. Love it. You can die cut this pretty lady right here. I think she likes that suave, debonair bunny. Look at that. I mean, you guys, this is amazing. And then finally, you can do what I did, because I wanted another rabbit, and I die cut this bad boy here. And you can see, there it is on the back. So that's what I did. So he is going to be popping out of my clay pots. I think that's way more fun. And he is the bunny. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so cute, right? Somebody, oh man, that's so cute. All right, let me put some dimensionals down on him to get him squared away where he needs to be. Salva, you are doing amazing right now. Yeah, that's the residual of a dimensional. I actually, at one point, had him somewhere else, and I didn't like it. So, all right, Salva, focus, focus, focus. The people are here to see the card. Okay, so this is going to go, oh my word, I love it. I love it. Okay, so now you can kind of see how it's coming together. We're not quite done. Okay, not quite done. Want to make sure you don't have a dimensional that will stick that together, by the way. Okay, coming together though. Oh, it's so sweet opening up. So just 2 more little things, 3 actually. So you know that I love the gems. These actually are the low profile dots. They're called the low profile dots, and I don't know if you have them or not, but if you got them, and they actually come as part of the product in the Creative Escape, but you would see they don't pop up high off the card, and I like that. You know, they're big enough that you can tell they're there, but they're not going to add a lot of dimension where you don't want it to your card. So that's kind of cool. So I'm going to put one there, and I'm going to put one more right over here, I think. And I know you're like, well, Julie, it's still kind of whatever. You need something else. I know. I'm going to show you that something else. This strawberry from the inside is one of the punch outs. And I actually had one of those left. I used one on a Creative Escape project. So, but I did have this one. So I'm going to put this right here, because I like that. Oh, so pretty. And I like, still, Julie, no. Well, you know what? Enter the saving grace of all projects, linen thread. I used it on my gas card last week, and I'm using it again today, because linen thread is just the best. You know, I'm doing my double tie. So a big old bow here. Y'all, isn't this, I mean, it's just such a great storybook. It kind of pulls you right back into that whole Mother Goose era, which is that vintage looking animals, and just, I just love it. I'm gonna show you some other things that you can see that come with this. So, all right, let me get this little bow squared away. All right, awesome. And glue dots are somewhere. Y'all, oh, here they are. I was getting ready to get mad, but then I didn't have to. But you did hear the desperation in my voice with the y'all, didn't you? I hope you did. A small bit of finagling will happen here. We know what finagling means. We finagle our bows. And guys, hey, don't forget now, when you're done with this video, I want you to go and watch Ronda and Lauren's, because they're super cute too. All right. Oh, so we've got it there. And I love the tails like this. Oh, Fiona. No, it's okay. It's okay. Fiona's in here with me. But I love the tails where they just kind of fly around. I think that really gives it a cute little vintage look. So here is my Valentine. Somebody loves you. Boom. I love this. I'm pulling it up a little bit more. Love working with this set too. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek. All right. I already showed you this card. This is one of the 10 projects in the Creative Escape. Here is a second one. You get a pack of the Timeless Plaid in there too, or a half a pack. You get a full pack of the Storybook Garden Suite. Or not the suite, but the paper and the dies. Here's another one. We did some watercoloring there. And here's one more. So these are the ones that I designed. Next week I'll show you the ones that Deborah designed. So isn't that great? Then we have an optional class as well. And this is one of them. This is with the Storybook Garden Patch, this diorama card. And then just a real simple baby card. So you guys, it's going to be a great class. But before we focus on that, this is my Julie and Friends entry. A fun, easy flip-flap card. I love it. What do you think? So what did you think? I hope you liked this fun fold. I hope that you enjoyed seeing I hope that you enjoyed seeing the sneak peeks of my Storybook Friends Creative Escape that I'm doing with my friend Deb Harrison. I'll tell you, the cards are great. I'm going to show you real quick that sneak peek one more time. Look, fun fold. Look, classic and elegant. Look, another fun fold. And look, classic and elegant. So make sure you're on my email list so you can get all the information about my Storybook Friends Creative Escape. Also, don't forget Creating for Christ has a new project, so you have lots of opportunities to stamp with me. Now, you need to go to Ronda and Lauren's links. They are in the description. Watch their videos and vote. You know what to do. You know what to do. Don't forget, it's still celebration. That means free stamps and free product with a qualifying order. So, hey, reach out to me. You'll find all my links in the description, and I hope I get your vote. I hope you enjoyed Julie and Friends, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.